Time now for this hour's car review. Mr. Mars has the Chevy Equinox to talk about.
Yes, and just to clarify, the Equinox can be either an EV or an ICE powered. You can have one or the other.
Gas or electric.
Mm-hmm. Gas or electric. And we were driving the Equinox EV LT. Now, this was a new model in 2024, so this is kind of an update. 2 trim levels this year, LT or the RS. So obviously we were driving the LT. Now, the final assembly for this vehicle is in Mexico. There's a lot of parts coming in from Canada, Korea, but the final assembly is in Mexico, and then it's imported into the United States. Now, this is a small SUV. It resides in the trim levels. It's just a little bit smaller than the Blazer EV as far as size goes. It is a 5-passenger. We had the blue and white color combination. To me, it was very beachy, very summery, very outgoing thing. Now, out front, you're going to find LED lighting, front rear approach, walkway, flush door handles that extend automatically when you walk up to the car. Had heated side mirrors, bright chrome roof rails. Has an auto-sensing power liftgate, and it has the optional 21-inch aluminum wheels instead of the 19-inch standard wheels. Now, on the inside of it, you're going to find Evotech seating surfaces. The front row is heated and ventilated. Second row is heated on the outboard positions of the 60/40 split seat. Now, it is very roomy on the inside. It's got lots of glass, so there's a lot of natural light in there. It feels very big on the inside of it. 17.1-inch diagonal display. Does not have Apple CarPlay. It has a Google setup, so you have to do, if you're using CarPlay like I do, you got to do a little finagling to get to where you can use all the stuff that you'd like to use on your phones, your nav and your sound and things like that. But it's also where you're going to see your surround view camera and your convenience controls for the inside of it. There is an 11-inch diagonal driver display as well as a heads-up display, so the driver's got plenty of information being fed to him. Got the rear view camera mirror, and I've come to like that really well. It's got a broader view than you get out of your regular your regular mirror, and it's a lot clearer, generally speaking. Now, it is an EV. It has one single motor with an 85-kilowatt battery, and it will take a 150-kilowatt DC fast charge. It's equivalent to 220 horsepower, 236 pound-feet of torque. 1-speed transmission. There's really just a direct drive is what it amounts to on a front-wheel drive vehicle. Now, it is rated to tow up to 1,500 pounds. And it has a 319-mile range as far as from the factory. Now, I've learned that I can get about 90% of the factory recommendations when it's new. I also found where Chevrolet goes into several places where the batteries lose 1 to 2% per year of life, so that when you hit the end of the 8-year warranty, you're actually down, that 319's down to a 271-mile range, and that's just the way life is. Now, I did drive this vehicle 427 miles. I had to charge it a couple of times because of that, and a couple of things I noted on the charging I wanted to point out. When I plugged it into the house, the new system tells me I was adding 2.1 miles per hour of charge.
That's all.
That is it. Yeah. So I've got to the old range anxiety thing kind of changed for me. 6 miles to the grocery store and back. Well, that's not too much as far as range goes, but it started translating, well, that's 3 hours of charge time. Do I need that 6 miles later on in the day to go someplace? Do
Probably.
I have 3 hours to charge it at the house? So it's kind of to me, that's not a very good way to look at it, but I'm sure it is. But I went to a supercharger. It charged real quick. Once you got onto a regular charger, an hour and a half, and it put from 20 to 100%. It is a very heavy vehicle, and therefore, with the taller tires, it drives pretty smooth out on the highway, absorbs a lot of it. It's surprisingly quiet on the road, easy to maneuver in town. I love the one-pedal driving. Base model price is $33,600. The base trim price is the base trim price. The price as tested, $50,540. Now, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 is one you could look at for $42,500, 303-mile range. The Volkswagen ID4, $39,995 with a 275-mile range. And the Mustang Mach-E, $38,490 for across 250-mile range.
Pro-Am Auto. Sorry.
And that's my review, but I really like driving this vehicle. I would like to have the gasoline-powered one behind it, a week behind it, just to compare and see how the two run. But if you're looking for an EV, this is one of them you ought to look at.
All right. The InWheelTime Car Talk Show continues after this break.